Okay. Sorry, there was some audio problem. So we'll start the session. I think few of you attended the last demo session. If you have not attended today, I will again summarize what we have covered in the last class. Today and tomorrow, it will be like your session. So mostly, if you have any questions, any queries, you can ask and I will answer it. But before jumping into the demo, I just want to quickly summarize again what we have covered in the last demo. So we discussed about the curriculum, and what we're going to discuss in today's demo, mostly we'll discuss what is AI, what is generative AI, what is deep learning, right? You asked all of these questions in the last class, and very common terms before you enroll, you should be very clear about. So we'll discuss about that. This is the curriculum. So this is for the new batch, which is starting from next weekend onwards. The timing for next weekend also will be 10, but the class timing will be 7:30, right? Next to next weekend onwards, the class will be at 7:30. Next weekend, again, it will be software installation. And if you have any question, you can ask. The class timing will be 10 a.m. The course curriculum, we will discuss a lot of modules in this course. It is very well designed as per the industry standard. I'll come to the course. Before that, let me quickly summarize the course content, and I think that will help you to go through the course content in detail. You will get the course content after the call, after the meeting. So please go through it. At high level, the course has 3 major modules. Module 1 is all about preparing you for the course, right? So in this module, we will be discussing about deep learning. So why deep learning? All the models that you will use are based on deep learning, right? So if you remember, if you understand, so GPTs and all that that we will use in generative AI, the background, if you look at the architecture, it is transformer. Transformer is a generative model, which is a part of deep learning. What is deep learning? What is machine learning? What is AI? What is generative AI? Everything we will discuss in today's class. It will be a short demo, maybe 30 to 40 minutes. Tomorrow also we will continue. Next weekend onwards, we will focus mostly related to the codes, right? How to install all the softwares, how to enable CUDA, and if you are planning to buy a system or you are planning to rent, what are the options? Should you buy or not buy? What is the minimum system configuration? Everything we will discuss. So the module 1 is deep learning. So deep learning is very, very important. We will understand what is neural networks. In deep learning, we will discuss 3 major models. One is ANN, and then we will discuss about CNN, and then we will discuss about transformer. And I will also share with you previous batch recordings if you want to know more about GAN networks. So what is GAN networks? What is transformer? Will be very clear after today's demo. But in short, the module 1 is to prepare you for the course. We are not going to build model from scratch in GenAI course, but this will make your fundamentals very much clear. You will understand terms like what do you mean by hidden state. You will understand what do you mean by parameters, what is fine tuning. A lot of the jargons that we will use later in the GenAI course will be very clear, right? After deep learning, the next thing that we will discuss is NLP. NLP is all about text processing or text mining. So all the text data, how to clean your text data, on all the text data we will discuss. Once the deep learning and NLP is completed, module 1 is done. What I'm expecting from you is if you have Python background, I think that is very much helpful. If you don't know Python, basic Python basics, you can just please go through it. I will share my videos, or you can go to YouTube and learn what I mean by Python basics. What is a variable? What is data types in Python, right? And data structures, data types and data structures like list, tuple, set, dictionary, and how to declare a function in Python, right? What is if, else, for, loop, right? And then loops like if, else, for, while loop, to just understand the object and okay, I need to just scroll down. So basically object-oriented concepts. Give me 1 minute, let me scroll down. Okay, I'll write here, no problem. So loops, and then followed by OOPS concept. What is a class? What is an object? It is not that much necessary, right? Basically, the class and object concept. If you are from other programming background like JavaScript or Java or Scala or R or any other programming, I think it will be easy for you to learn Python. It is the most easiest language, right? It's very easy. Okay. So these are the basics, right? Python basics. So this is module preparation. So before you jump into the course, module 1, this is what you need to know. Python, you will learn yourself. Rest all I will cover in the course. After module 1, we have the next module. What is the next module? Next module is all about Gen AI. So we will learn about a very important topic called LangChain. What is LangChain? LangChain is the framework which will allow you to build any Gen AI application. So inside LangChain, we have different components, like we have models, and then we have memory, we have chains, we have agents, we have tools. I'm not writing everything. We have different chunking technologies, we have algorithms, we have different loaders. So we'll discuss everything, all the components of LangChain, which will take some time. But once you are expert in LangChain, we will discuss also open source platforms like Hugging Face. We will discuss Olama, right? So what is this frameworks are all about? So it will help you to download any open source model if you want to use in your AI application building, right? So Olama and Hugging Face, these are the frameworks, and LM Studio we will discuss. After we complete all of these things, we will start building applications, right? So what kind of applications we will build? We will also discuss a concept called RAG, which is very famous nowadays. You must have heard about it. And we will start building applications. When I say building application, end to end, we will build implementing LangChain and deciding open source or paid source. What is the challenges in open source? What are the challenges in paid source, right? And then what is responsible AI? How to build Gen AI application in real time responsibly. When you go for Gen AI interview, what kind of questions you can expect, right? How to secure your Gen AI application from hackers, right? Lot many things. So we will discuss responsible AI. It's one of the part. We'll also discuss what is prompt injection, how to build responsible AI, right? What is evaluation? How to evaluate your model? What is hallucination? How to reduce hallucination? And final topic is fine tuning. So fine tuning meaning if nothing is working, finally you need to retrain your model, and how to do that. That is also part of this. And we will discuss agent. This is very much trending right now. Agent, single agent, and multi-agent in the frameworks, right? So this is the complete module 2. I'm just writing the keywords because I don't want to waste a lot of your time. Please go through the course content. You will get detail about each topic. At high level, these are the topics we will cover: deep learning, ANN, CNN, transformer, GAN networks, NLP, followed by LangChain, open source models from Hugging Face, Olama, RAG applications, chatbots we will build, responsible AI, fine tuning, and agents, right? So these are the flow, and we will flow in this way. First, we will learn LangChain, and then open source model, and then RAG, responsible AI, and then fine tuning, and then agents, right? Agents, we will, every topic we will build three, four applications and one capstone project. So capstone project, I'm planning to share with you the recorded session, and the capstone project will be on Azure OpenAI, right? Module 3 is a project which you can try out by your own after completing module 1 and 2, which is all this module 2 will have 10 to 15 projects. But one project I'll show you end to end. This topic is not to teach you front end. This is just the backend part we will learn. But in module 3, the code that I will share is a complete full-fledged application hosted in Azure OpenAI. So I will help you with creating a topic modeling app where the user will upload all the documents, right? And it will store in Azure Blob Storage, and we'll create vector database in Postgres, Azure Cosmos DB, right? And we'll call all the open source and paid source model, build RAG application, multi-model RAG application. User can upload PDFs, text, documents, anything, and then it can ask any question and the model will answer. Also, it can see the topics generated in a nice view. That's the capstone project. I will share the recording. It will be 4 to 5 hours recording. End to end, you will understand how to set up in Azure OpenAI, what is security, how to secure your API keys, right? Key Vault, Azure Key Vault. So front end will be somewhere I will be using Streamlit. Backend will be Fast API, right? Everything you will understand end to end. It's a complete, as I said, at the end of this project, you will see a URL which is completely functional, and this is a portfolio project. Once you have completed this project, I think any question in the interview you can ask: front end, back end, vector store, security, cloud deployment, everything, right? So this is the whole takeaway from this course. Um, who am I? I think I have quickly, let me introduce. I forgot. I think last time few of you have attended. You can find me on LinkedIn. Just search Sasmitha Data Science. You will find my entire profile there. I'm currently working as a principal data scientist in one of the Fortune 100 company. I have around 12 years of experience. In AI, I have around 9 years of experience. After my master's, I moved into AI. Completed my master's in 2016 from Triple IT in computer science. My major was machine learning and big data, right? I have 8 to 9 paper publication and 1 patent. And currently, I am handling a team responsible for building GenAI applications. I have worked with different organizations, investment banks, healthcare, and then manufacturing companies. Most of my experience is with finance and banking, and you can get more details about me from LinkedIn, right? So teaching wise, I'm into this for like last 8 years. So multiple 50, 60 batches I have completed. And mostly I teach ML ops and generative AI. I also was teaching deep learning, advanced AI batch. But recently I'm just covering 2 topics like Gen AI and ML ops, right? So this is a background, and then I think this is the course content. Please detail, you will get it from here. Everything is very much written, whatever I have said. There are 17 modules. The duration will be around 2.5 months to 3 months. This is the whole curriculum, right? Any questions in this curriculum? So AWS cloud instead of Azure cloud. So it is very much because I will be preferring Azure over AWS. It is all based on like what is very popular, and I think because of OpenAI partnership, most of the companies are preferring Azure OpenAI. But I think the code is very much model agnostic. If you have basic understanding about AWS buckets, S3 buckets, you replace Azure blob storage with S3 bucket, and you replace your Postgres will be mostly here Azure, and then there it is AWS. So very minimal code change you can do, and same code will run. So it is mostly cloud agnostic with small changes. Environment file only, few things, script, 2, 3 scripts if you change. Backend, front end, everything will remain same, right? Okay. Front end is not at all needed. As I said, this is just for demo purpose. I'm using front end as Streamlit. In real time, it will not work. You will have a dedicated web development team who will work on the front end part. So don't worry about it. Front end nowadays, people are using Next.js and Advanced. I'm not a front end expert, so I cannot advise. But I have seen people using Next.js as front end, most of the application that they build. But I think it's not your responsibility. So as an AI engineer or Gen AI expert, your task is to build the backend and deployment and everything. Front end just to show the POC level. I think Streamlit, Gradio, anything is fine. Production level, they should hire a web developer, right? It's not that easy, right? Even if I know you have AI code assistant available, still blindly you cannot use front end code, right? You will miss a lot of things and it may crash in real time. So there are experts, web developers who will build the front end. So it is not at all needed. Basic front end like Streamlit and Gradio, which you can learn in 1 hour, I will teach you in module 3 how to build front end, right? It's very easy. But as I said, front end is just for POC level. If you really want to build a production level app, Next.js and other frameworks you need to use, which is not our expertise or which is not needed as a GenAI expert. Nobody will ask you front end questions, right? In the interview. Okay. Prerequisite, nothing, no prerequisite, just Python. Rest all I can teach you in the course. How many hours are required to complete the entire course? From my side, as I said, it is 2.5 hours every weekend, 5 hours per week, and we will connect for 2.5 months, right? Almost 10 weekends. That is the total 40 to 50 hours, I think you can calculate. But from your end, I think it depends. So how good you are and how much you are practicing, that much. I mean, there's no limitation. Minimum is few hours you should spend every day to practice the things. Yes, recordings of each section. Let me share with you what you will get. It's very much organized, as I said. You can see this is my current batch, Gen AI. This is my January batch. And this is the sessions already. We are at 12 session and these are the modules. Prior batch. You will get everything in a very structured manner, you can see, right? And everything like, let's say, foundation model or whatever, right? Or let's say any lang chain. So the code file, the tutorials, the recordings, the materials, everything you will find on Google Drive, right? Recording also with topic. So recordings are arranged with topic names so that it will be helpful. For example, what you are learning, transformer part 1, part 2, positional encoding, attention. So later after 6 months also, if you want to go through recordings, you no need to search, right? Based on topic, you can easily get it. Can you clarify relation of these terminologies? Data science, AI, ML, deep learning, Gen AI, prompt engineering. This course cover all of this. See, this is a very big thing. AI is very vast. When you know what is AI, you will understand where we stand today. Generative AI is just a small dot, you can say, or maybe it's just some percentage of the whole thing. This course is mostly focused on Gen AI. We are not talking about the whole AI here. We'll discuss about these terminologies in detail. But yes, prompt engineering, Gen AI, and a part of deep learning is covered, right? New to AI, please explain. Sure. AI and everything I will explain, please. Recording sessions. Syllabus. Okay, sure. So let me share the syllabus with everyone and you can just download it through this link. I'm sharing the link, Google link. You can download the syllabus from here and any questions you can, if you do not have access or something, you can write me to AI with Sasmitha at gmail.com. It's very easy to remember. AI with Sasmitha, right? AI agent means agentic AI, correct. AI agent means agentic AI.
Hello. Yeah. Hi, Sasmitha. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, I mean,
Sasmitha, we lost you, I believe.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I just went to close the door. Yeah, you can ask if you have any question.
Sasmitha, this is Amar here.
Yeah.
Actually, I wanted to ask you one thing. For example, I know Python, right? So
Huh.
my question is, will it be enough or will I need to, go through other courses? For example, I know that linear algebra might be very useful or maybe discrete mathematics. So do we need to go over those topics as well in order to, you know, uh, go through these things completely or understand these things completely?
Okay, so these kind of questions will be very clear when you know what is AI and all the other terms. I think you will be very clear after I explain this. I was thinking to do this tomorrow, but because you all are asking, maybe in detail we will discuss tomorrow. It is a 1 hour topic. And I don't want to stop the flow in between, right? So it's a kind of one by one, we will discuss what is AI, what is machine learning, what is deep learning, and we are here. As I said, tomorrow we will discuss in detail, but let me just 1 second. Let me just. So tomorrow we will, after tomorrow's class, it will be very clear what is AI, what is machine learning, deep learning, Gen AI, and what kind of roles are there in market, like what is MLOps, what is LLM ops, right? What is Gen AI expert, what is machine learning engineer, what is data science, what is full stack data science. Everything will be very clear. But in short, if I have to answer, right? What is AI? AI is a very, very broad term. I will say AI is a concept rather than a topic or a subject. AI, the whole objective of AI is, can a machine get the intelligence of a human, right? Can a machine get the intelligence of a human? Why it is important? Why people are trying to make the machine intelligent as human? What we see today, that is the objective. So can a machine do human task, right? So that we as a human get a lot of free times to do what we want to do, right? To do that, first of all, we need to understand what we are, right? How we are able to do all of the things that we are doing. So if I take myself as a machine, right? What I have, human has brain, and in that brain we have neurons, right? And we can take information. Information means what? Any kind of information. I can, from my eyes, if I'm looking at a tree, that is an image, photograph, right? So I can take image. I can take audio information. I can take any kind of information. And I am processing all of those information in my neurons, in my brain. And then based on that, I am taking some action. This is the whole fundamental, right, about human brain. So what we are doing, we are processing information and taking action based on that information. Again, if I deep dive into it, again, it is my definition. You will find lot many definition in internet, but whole subject is around this. What do you mean by information processing? Can anybody tell me one single word? Let's say you can see there is a, let's say there's a hole, and from your eyes you can see there is a hole, and you process that information, and the action that you have taken is you will stop walking. What I'm trying to make you understand is, what do you mean by processing information? What your brain is trying to find? Can you tell? Most of the time, if you just go deep dive into it, it is all about patterns, right? So you can say most of the times, yeah, I mean, you will be confused because it is the image data. But patterns means what? Whenever, let's say you can identify, okay, this is my mother, this is my father, this is my brother. Why? Because you have seen your mother since your childhood, and lot many times whenever you're seeing your mother, a picture or an image of your mother is going to your brain, and your brain is finding patterns from every human's image, right? Pattern means what? Your mother's nose is sharp, and let's say eyes color is black. So these are the patterns. And whenever it is looking at a new picture, sometimes if your brain is not working, or you are like, let's say you are not active, you have not slept whole night, you can see you are getting difficulty processing information, isn't it? Like you can see a human but you cannot recognize who is this. So basically it is all about memory and patterns, right? If you just think about a math model as a brain, as a math model, you will see it is all about pattern finding and memory. You have memory because of that, you can store the patterns, and you are processing information means finding patterns. And once you understand about human, the whole objective of AI is, can a machine do that? If the machine can mimic a human, and can a machine have the intelligence of a human, what human can do, a machine can do. Like our vision, similar to there is something called computer vision. So which is a domain in AI, which is all about text information, and how we can see, can the computer can see and understand. So the whole objective of AI, I will say it's a concept, it's not a subject. People say AI means a subject. AI is not a subject. AI at high level, it's a concept. The whole objective of AI is making the machine intelligent, as intelligent as human. And now researchers are like doing the it can even more intelligent than human. That's, I think, little far away we are now. But the objective is, can a machine get the intelligence as intelligent as human, right? Now, can you tell what is AI based on this? How you will make, let's say, if I think about image face recognition, how you're recognizing face? You are getting images, your brain is processing those images, finding patterns, and remembering those patterns. In future, if any new image is coming, your brain is matching that new image with the patterns. If it is matching, it is retrieving the information and giving it to you. Same thing we are doing in CNN. There's an algorithm called CNN, which you will learn, convolutional neural network, which will store patterns. I know this is a very beginner level class, and if I tell you all of this thing, I don't know how much you will understand. But in this course, actually, we will build CNN models. If you just want to see, this is one deep learning model. And what this will do, right? Let me give you one example. Let's say this cup. I want to identify cup. And don't worry about all of this. You will understand about this later. So if I just, you can see in every layer what is happening. So these are called patterns, right? These are called patterns. When I say a cup, it is actually deeper, more patterns. Even human eyes cannot identify those patterns. It is understanding. If I take about this image, it is understanding these patterns. So deep learning is a mathematical model behind all of the subjects that we learn today, like deep learning or machine learning. It is all about math. If I just replace one single word, it is math, different fancy terms, but maths. And using maths, what we are trying to do is, through different kind of data, like structured, unstructured, or semi-structured, we're trying to understand the pattern, right? And this is one of the deep learning models. So if you take this image, this is the pattern, right? So again, coming back here, I think it will give you some context. So what is AI? In my term, AI is all about making machine intelligent as human, right? Machine intelligent as human. That is the whole objective. Now the question is how? How can I make it? Obviously, one subject will not be enough. So AI has multiple subjects. Machine learning is one branch. Deep learning is one branch. Information retrieval is one branch. Fuzzy logic is one branch, right? There are so many. NLP is one branch. Computer vision is one branch. Image processing is one branch. So branch means what? It is subject. So if you are image processing expert, you will be knowing what is image processing filters, what is a blur filter, what is a edge detection filter. If you are NLP expert, you know all the text related processing. If you are deep learning expert, you will be knowing deep learning models. So based on this, different roles are also generated. So basically ML, deep learning, information retrieval, everything together, it is AI. And then there is a small section in deep learning. Deep learning is again vast. In deep learning, there is a small section called generative AI, or basically I will say generative models. Generative AI is based on generative model, which is a subsection of deep learning. It is a subsection of machine learning. Machine learning is a part of AI. AI has multiple things like this: information retrieval, machine learning. We have, let's say, computer vision or image processing, multiple things together, fuzzy logic, right? The objective is same. Every topic we are learning to make the machine intelligent, right? One person cannot be expert in everything. So there are different roles, and companies has different type of requirement for different kind of applications. If your data is mostly image based, they will be asking computer vision scientist. If your data is mostly text based, they will ask you GenAI expert or mostly NLP expert, right? If your data is mostly structured data, ML ops or ML expert, right? Machine learning. If your data is mostly multi-model, there are people who can handle both text and images. So all these things, I think coming together, it is AI. I think you get at very high level where we stand. And this course is mostly focusing on this topic. So we are not, like, AI is a very big term. Like, it will take years of time to learn AI, right? In fact, I mean, I will tell you what is really helpful is a T structure. We always follow a T structure in data science. So what is T structure? You know everything little, like you know MLOps little bit, right? You know 4 or 5 machine learning models. You know few models from deep learning. You know few models from how to process NLP. So little everything, and one domain expert. So times 3 is little bit. I know everything little, but I am expert in MLOps, right? I know everything little, but I am expert in GenAI, right? I know everything little, but I am expert in, let's say, deep learning. Deep learning is GenAI is different, okay? So GenAI is mostly you're focusing on the application side. Deep learning researchers or basically computer vision scientists, they will create LLM for the mod. Like they are very strong at deep learning coding from scratch, good at PyTorch, TensorFlow. So that's a research and development role. So what you know, based on that, you can apply for roles. This course is totally focusing on generative AI. And it is the easiest course. Let me tell you, this is the easiest course among all other because in generative AI, once you know the module 1, anybody can take generative AI, non-IT people, non-technical people, I think AI experts, if you want to build a career in AI or even your plan is not to make a career in AI, still you should take this Gen AI course because you know where we are going. Everywhere is every domain is impacted by AI and everything is getting automated by AI, right? So if you know Gen AI, you will know what all things AI can do. It will enhance your thinking capacity when you're going in a meeting or boardroom or leadership level, management level meeting. The jargons will be super clear to you. You can take decisions nicely and build a lot of Gen AI applications. Trust me, for Gen AI application building, I think module 1 is sufficient. If you know the models behind architecture like transformer and all, I think only for fine tuning you need. Rest all I think you can build just by learning the frameworks. You really don't need all of these details. But if your planning is to become Gen AI expert or deep learning expert, you have a different path. Along with Gen AI, you should also know deep learning. Right? So what I'm trying to tell you is this course is here, fitting here. It's a very small section of the whole part. More on this, I will explain tomorrow. As I said, this is a 1 hour topic. I have a lot of good things. I will talk about generative models. We have 3 types of models: GAN networks, transformer, and VA. Every model I will explain one by one example so that you will be very clear. Right? Okay, I will pause there. Any question?
Hi,
Hello,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Do we
Yeah.
need to know data science background to work on Gen AI?
Nothing is required to work on Gen AI. So whatever I have told you, the roadmap, I think this is the famous one. And I think this is the only requirement. And you can trust me because I'm a working professional. I am not only teaching, right? I'm a full stack developer and not recently. You can see in LinkedIn, many people overnight, they will become AI expert. Yesterday, they were web developer. Today, they are AI expert. So it's not like that. I have built all of these systems from scratch when nothing was there. So I have built computer vision. When I was working with General Electric, we used to build video to text extraction models from scratch using PyTorch and deep learning frameworks, LSTM, GRU, all these things we have done it for last 8-9 years. So Gen AI is nothing. Gen AI is just a very simple thing in terms of building model from scratch. So I can guarantee you, trust me, you don't need any ML or anything to become a Gen AI expert. I'm not saying AI expert. AI is different. Gen AI is different. By this time, I think you should be very clear about it. AI is a very broad term. AI is a vast, it's an ocean, right? I'm not saying AI expert. To become Gen AI expert, you should know only deep learning, and inside deep learning also only generative models. Because the whole objective of generative AI is what? Generate. What is generative AI? You are generating. What are you generating? You're generating text, you're generating images, you're generating videos. So whatever you are generating, the behind the picture, if you just go to the math level, 3 models you can use. You can use transformer, you can use VA, or you can use GAN networks. And yes, if you really want to build LLM from scratch, that is a different path. I'm talking Gen AI with respect to application point of view. Application engineer. I'm not talking about R&D. If you're going with R&D, then you should have very expert knowledge in deep learning, reinforcement learning. That's a different track. Sometime maybe I will explain you. But for generative AI application engineer, you should have your mostly engineering aspect, meaning you should know deployment, right? You should know cloud technology, where to deploy and everything. Front end, very minimal knowledge. Or you are coming from web development and you are learning Gen AI, means you're full stack now. I'm not full stack. Hardly am learning like front end, but again, I cannot say myself full stack because I don't know maybe front end. But if you are already a web developer and you are taking this Gen AI, after taking this course, you may be more powerful than me because you will build front end, back end, everything by yourself. That's what full stack meaning, right? Without anybody's help, entire application you can like run by yourself and maintain it, not like only run it once. Any deployment
And
issues, you should able to operationalize it so good, like it should automatically run. So ops part.
understood.
So that's why I said full stack. Full stack means you add just front end and entire course except front end is full stack, you can say. Front end is your choice. Whatever you want to learn, you learn. That's again is ocean. So whatever you want, you can learn. But for POC level, we just focus on Streamlit and Gradio. And I think that is sufficient. Why I'm saying, because of rapid development of this coding assistant tools like Cursor AI and other tools, Replit and all, companies are expecting a lot, right, from you. The JDs are scary, and I can show you some of the real-time JDs, right? Maybe one of the company that I have applied for is GSK, and if you just look at the JD, everything they're asking, everything, starting to ending. So that's why I'm saying, if you have some extra time, you can also focus on front end, but that is not a mandatory skill. And I can guarantee you, because I don't know front end, still I am hired by that company. So you should be very expert in backend and front end. Some basics, if you know, that is okay. But without knowing this, you cannot be hired. So Gen AI is must. With that, front end, it's an additional technology. Like if you know, you are super powerful, right? And it's not that easy, not that difficult in today's world to learn, because coding is already automated. You just learn the concept, 3-4 application you build, and then I think everything you can just take help of coding assistant. So they can write code and you can just validate. Okay, as I said, I'm running out of time. I have already taken a batch, which is like 3 hours, and I'm a little tired. So, but anyway, so if you have any question, 2-3 questions, I will answer.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
hello, ma'am. Ma'am, if you go for data structure, right? If you know the data structure, we can implement the same thing in different language, right? Similarly, here you are teaching Gen AI with Python. Now, what happened na, that the same concept introduced in Spring AI also. So if I join your course and if I learn all these things, so shall I cope up with Spring AI also?
Sorry, what is Screen AI?
Spring AI, Spring framework in Java
Okay,
framework.
Java. Okay, yeah. See, this course is more, yeah. So I will tell you. So see, the syntax will be different, but the concept is mostly it will be same. The whole course is based on Python. And why Python again, if you ask? Yeah, I mean, I know like Python, Java is a very famous, like it's a very scalable language and it's very powerful, JVM based, but Python is most popular. When you talk about AI, is the number one today. It was in third or fourth rank, but now in today's 2025, if you just see, it is number one. Why it is so popular? Because of support. So we have so much support here in Python. For everything you will get a package, and you will realize when we go to development, and I think you will also get package support in other languages, but it is very rapid and lot of community support. So we have LangChain, we have so many different frameworks which will help you to make your life easier, to build applications super easy. And Python as a language is very easy to learn. But I will not stop you building application from any language in today's world. See, if you just know Spring AI, write a Java code and it will be converted to Python by the code assistant, right? So I think language you should skip. It's not at all a problem in today's world. I think you already have so many help from different models. You just can change from any language to any language code. For example, in my company, when I joined, it was 1800 line of R code. Since many days I have not used R, so I'm good at Python. So what I have done is converted R to Python and then understood the code. Similar to that, what I'm saying is there are different languages. Spring AI is, let's say, it's supported by Java. but this entire course is focused only on Python and LangChain. Why? This is the most demanded, and every JD you ask, 90% of the companies are asking Python, right? 90 to 95% are asking Python, and then other frameworks which are built on top of Python. For example, if you talk about TensorFlow, many of you must have heard about it. You can write code using C++ also. But again, we have Python support for TensorFlow. We have Python support for PyTorch, right? Which is a very, very famous library, which is built on top of Python, right? And why this is very important, the language, because today you have used GenAI. What about tomorrow if you want to fine tune it? Again, you have to use, let's say, PyTorch library, which is by Python. So I don't know about other languages. I might be wrong. Maybe there are some support, but Python is the most famous one, and that's why we are picking it, right? The most demanded. Okay.
And
JavaScript
one,
also. JavaScript also is there. So Python and JavaScript, just the syntax difference. But I think here it is a equals to 10. There it is, let's say, constant a equals to 10, something like that. But most of the time, if you are smart enough, you can easily understand. Once you know the frameworks, language, just quickly you can understand. I don't think that's a problem. Yeah.
and one more question, ma'am. Actually, in our college days, right, we are learning artificial intelligence, right? And we are referring Tenenbaum. Tenenbaum, one book is there. So we are learning so many algorithms. So in Gen AI also, shall we learn such type of algorithms or only coding?
We will learn algorithms, and that's it. That is all about module 1, right? So I told you module 1 is all about algorithms. We will learn the theory and also the implementation. So this
So basically, what algorithms are you covering in this course? High
yeah,
level only.
that's what I said here. ANN, CNN, transformer, and GAN networks.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Any other question?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, Abhishek here. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes. See, actually, I am having around 10 plus years of experience in a backend developer. So just wanted to know, like, if I want to do transition from my backend developer to Gen AI, like what kind of role actually I will be looking at, and how exactly my previous 10 plus of years of experience will helpful regarding during the transition actually.
Okay. So I'll tell you one thing. So see, upgrading to Gen AI is not kind of nullifying your prior experience. As I said, I'll tell you, before 2022 or 22, right? Before ChatGPT and all, when AI was not that good at generating anything. So this is the situation. So we have like AI expert or AI engineer. AI engineer in the sense there's subsection like data scientist, data analyst, right? ML ops, so many, right? So let's say AI engineer who are responsible to build systems from scratch. And then there were web developers. Their responsibility is to kind of develop the front end, right? There were data engineers, if you remember. Data engineers, they will maintain the platform, they will support the platform, right? And then there were DevOps, right? Again, they will work with data engineering team and other teams to again support the platform and automate the things. And there were so many network engineer, test automation engineer, software engineers. So many roles are like this. Now what happened? And if you just think from a human perspective, if you just think whether it is AI or web development or data engineering or DevOps or test automation, ultimately what you're doing, tell me. Is it this person, this person, this person? What all of these people are doing? What is the common? What they are doing? All are coding, isn't it? So what they're doing ultimately? Writing codes. What software engineer does, right? So they write code. Do you all agree or not? Let's say front-end development, what you're doing? Writing JavaScript,
Yes,
HTML,
yes,
CSS, React, AI, I am writing machine learning code, deep learning code. Data engineer, they're writing connection codes, right? DevOps, they're writing deployment codes. Test automation, they're writing Selenium codes. Ultimately, you are coding. And what if I will tell you this is automated? If I tell you somebody is there who is super intelligent and tell what you want. Create a Figma website image, tell this person and or maybe the tool, and exact replica code you will get. Now this person got afraid, right? He thought, okay, my job is in danger because this person can replace me. Now, what is this? Okay, this is AI tool. So AI people are very safer position. This is a AI tool. So obviously it is very smart enough to automate AI task also. This person who is very expert. Now, this is image of a machine learning model, or let's say a prompt, right? Create a image classification model. Nice, it can generate code. So this person also got afraid, okay, I am AI, but AI is automating AI. So what I will do? Till today, I was taking 1 month of time to generate this classification code, but now within 1 minute, this tool is writing. Automation, web crawling, just 1 minute. Everything is out. So no, none of the positions are actually safe. You think AI is safe? No, I am in AI field, and let me tell you, AI is already replaced by AI, right? So everything is automated. It's equivalent to any other field. Like web development, data engineer, DevOps, whatever you are doing, it's already coding is automated. That you need to sink in that. I mean, you need to digest that first. Coding is already automated, and it is not like some basic level. Very, very advanced level coding AI can write today. I can guarantee you, because I am using it. Complete front end I have built without knowing front end. I'm just completely like, I learned front end from AI and I have built front end using AI. It's a completely functional front end within 1 month of time. This is where we are. And I have validated that code from a front end expert, and he said it's a very good code. And AI code I can validate myself. So I can tell you AI is writing very, very advanced level code. Now, what we can do now in today's world, what company is expecting? So company already know this, right? So what company is expecting is your domain, wherever you are AI engineer, okay, you are good at this, you are web development, okay, so your 10 years of experience, 10 years, be with that, okay? It's not going to be nullified. Like you have good experience, good. Data engineering, good. DevOps, okay. Whatever you are, wherever you are, you be there. Add Gen AI to your like expertise, or basically add AI knowledge to your domain. Domain in the sense your subject, where you are expert. DevOps, you are expert at DevOps. Now learn Gen AI and how that is powerful. Gen AI is a universal, horizontal. It's not vertical. Horizontal, it fits in every domain. AI engineer has to learn Gen AI. Web development has to learn Gen AI. Data engineer has to learn Gen AI. Wherever you are, you have to learn Gen AI. Why you should learn Gen AI? Why it is very important? You can say, okay, I know coding assistant. Without knowing Gen AI also, I can use to write code. Like let's say cursor or replit I can use and it can write code. Fine. But what if I tell you, if you know, like lot of the, like it is fine, but lot of the application that the company is focusing next. Now you tell me, if you are a company, if you know that this person, this AI can automate everything, where you will invest? Tell me. If you know this is so powerful that this can do this, this can do this, this can do this, this can do everything. So where you will invest as a company, as a business? In AI, right? You will try to make it super, super, super powerful. And that's what is the Gen AI part. So Gen AI is not like complete AI, but this is the application part of AI. And what it will do, give you power is, it can give you power of agent. Okay. And what is an agent? Agent is a kind of human. What is a human? Human has a brain. Agent has LLM. Human has memory. Agent has memory. Human, if you are like writing code and then have some error, what you do? You go to internet, search, and then fix it. You can use the same thing from agent. Like it has tool, it can go to your Outlook, it can go to wherever, like 100+ tools. It can go to WhatsApp, it can go to Twitter, it can go to web, it can go to Google, it can go to Maps, Google Maps, it can go to Yahoo Finance, it can crawl the web. Whatever you are doing, now the tool can do, or the AI agent can do. It can memorize also, it can go and search, and it can generate code. Now tell me, what is the difference between you and agent? Tell me. Yeah, obviously there are lot many difference, but basic level task is same, right? What you are doing and an agent can do, isn't it? Yes or no? Tell me. Let's say you are a data engineer. Tell me, what is your task as a data engineer? First, you will connect to S3 bucket. or a new user is coming, you'll create a script. So if I give you agent has tool access and it can log into your S3 bucket and do the task is same as you, right? So that's why every company is pushing like agentic AI. It's not a hi-fi term. It's basically they're talking about creating agents which has tools, memory, and all the access. So does not, I think that this particular line will be clarify all your doubts. And wherever you are, your expertise are like overnight, I will not become web developer, right? I am a AI engineer and I will be with my domain. But now I know Gen AI, so I'm more powerful. Similar to data engineer, you are a data engineer, your expertise are data engineer. Now you are coming in top 1%. So your goal is wherever you are, I will not suggest anyone to change your domain. Wherever you are, be there, but be in the top 1%. So that before replacing your company, you should think 100 times because you are so powerful. How you will become powerful? If you can automate, isn't it? Super simple terms I'm using. How you will become powerful? Tell me. For a company, how you will become powerful? If you can do 3% task by a single person, you are irreplaceable. Meaning what? Automate fast. Tell me how you will automate. Without AI, can you automate in today's world? Tell me. If you have zero knowledge in AI, can you automate? No. And that's the difference. A data engineer without knowing Gen AI will go to ChatGPT and will search and then copy and paste many times. It will not have lot many ideas. But data engineer with Gen AI, it can build an agentic framework. Whatever the daily task, it can be automated using Gen AI applications. And you just sit and relax. Let the agents do your task anywhere. If you think the agents are not working properly, you just guide them or supervise them. That's your task. Decision taking and literally not doing anything. But still you are irreplaceable because you know data engineering. If the Gen AI applications are doing something wrong, you are in a position to guide them. You are in a position to validate the results. And you're in a position to supervise. You are a supervisor. That's it. You're not writing anything. You're a supervisor. You're a manager. Under you, lot many agents are working. That is where entire whole IT is running behind. And that's why it is so important to learn. I think it's clear to everyone. This course is not for you, and I'm not giving you false promises like, okay, after taking this course, you can become data scientist or AI engineer. No, I will not suggest also. Yeah.
Ma'am, in Gen AI, what exactly our goal? Means developing agents or developing models, or how to use the agent efficiently? What exactly our goal in Gen AI?
See, the goal is already, I told you, right? To build automated systems which can work like you. Anything you can automate. For example, I'll give you a real time. Let's say I will pick one of the questions, digital marketing. Can you unmute and tell what you're doing as a digital marketer? I can tell you how AI will help you. So this is a real time situation where others can relate. Anyone like who asked me this question? Digital marketing, Puneet. Can you unmute and speak how what is a daily task? What you're doing on a daily basis? Okay. Puneet, can you unmute and speak? I have limited knowledge on this thing. So, but anyway, let me try it, right? Let's say you're a digital marketer and what you're trying to do is you are trying to, let's take a simple example. Okay. Let's say I am trying to, let's say a new course, Gen AI course by Sasmitha or something, right? There's a pamphlet I have created and I want to distribute this in every platform, right? This is called social media marketing. So in Facebook, in Instagram, and then in YouTube, in my Twitter, and then in my LinkedIn, right? And not only that, I just want to create blog post every day and want to share in every platform. Do you all agree this is a digital marketing person's job? Maybe one part of the job to maintain your social medias, right? Isn't it? Yes or no, everyone? Now, a person who doesn't know AI, how they will do, tell me. If you do not know AI, Gen AI, you don't know. What you will do? Open Facebook, post, Instagram, post, or maybe there are frameworks also. If you take Twilio or something, like all in one platform. So whatever you're using, but somebody has to log in and post it manually. Now, let's say you know GenAI. You learned this course and you know GenAI. It's a completely coding course. It's not a prompt engineering 9 rupees wala course. It's a complete coding course. And you can build a complete frameworks. Okay. Let's say you have built a system. One agent, right, has a tool access. What is that tool? Let's say the tool is, let's say, there's a platform called Twilio. If you have not explored, please go and check. What it will do is it will collect messages from different platforms and it will give all the messages to you. For example, it can collect messages from Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, all the messages, all the platforms, your platforms, and it will give you in one place. Let's say this tool has access to Twilio, and from Twilio, it can collect all the messages. And now you run a sentiment analysis model on this, all the text. And you can know out of, let's say, Facebook, all the user post, 80% users are liking your course and 20% users are not liking your course. You want to deep dive. You click on this 20% users reviews, right? And you can see a chart or a graph with topics, meaning what? The keywords. What is the most, the keywords are like, let's say, very basic codes or something. So these are the keywords which will help you to understand more detail. Okay, 20% did not like because it is very basic, and all these keywords. You want to summarize all of these 20% reviews where the sentiment is negative. You run another model, let's say summarize model, and it will summarize and it will tell you the summary of all this 20. Now, within 2 minutes, you understand what is happening in your Facebook. And then what you want is, let's say you don't want to keep any negative comments in your Facebook account to just like that. So what you can do is filter all of those 20% comments, which is negative. Without AI, it is not even possible. One person has to read 2000 reviews every day. You are getting 2000 reviews one by one and has to understand and delete manually. Now, within 1 second, you will understand this 20% is negative and you delete all those 20%. Keep only positive. And this you can automate. You write a script, run. That's your task is come every morning to the office, run the script and go for coffee. The agent will go to Twilio, collect all the text, summarize it, sentiment analysis, delete, and your account is maintained. This is how digital marketing, this is a smart way. And now how it is helpful. Without GenAI, you are taking freelancing. Let's say you are doing one client. With AI, you don't tell the client that you know AI or you're using any tool. You can handle 100 clients or 10 clients because the same model will work, right? So 10 clients at a time, right? You'll generate more. So this is called 1%. So you become smarter. That's what the company is also expecting you to work in this way, isn't it? Every company expect you to work in this way, not traditional, using a smarter approach. Did you understand what is agentic AI meaning at high level? I know it is very difficult topic, but at high level, did you understand the traditional digital marketer and AI with the digital marketing, right?
Yes, Sasmitha. Yeah, we understood, Sasmitha. Actually, this is Raghav. Actually, I have the question regarding here. We running agents and we are getting the Gen AI info. But what kind of infra is expecting agent to run, and how the infra maintenance will be happen?
We will discuss all of this in the course, the infrastructure, and what is, I think in the next class, next weekend is all about infrastructure. Next weekend, Saturday, Sunday, we'll discuss about installation and infrastructure. So I'll share with you the details, what are the options and what infra is needed. And if you don't have that infra, what are the workaround and what is the solution, cheaper solution, and everything we will discuss. So we have a dedicated class. Next Sunday, we will discuss about infrastructure. Saturday, we will discuss about installation. Sunday, we will discuss about infrastructure. And tomorrow, we will discuss mostly about detail about generative model. So at a high level, I told you, right? But detail about generative model, not the algorithm. Algorithm we will learn in the course, but at high level. 100% you will understand what the model is doing and how they're basically generating, right? At high level, we'll discuss about GAN networks, and transformer is a very complicated topic. It will take 5 hours to explain, which we will do in the course. But GAN networks, the architecture and other things, what are the applications that you can build, those things we can discuss in tomorrow's class. And also the roles, what you can expect in interview.
Okay,
right?
sorry
That
to
I will
interrupt.
explain. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt again. So here we're discussing NAN networks and other networks, right? So these are similar to our real-time DevOps environment can set up our kubectl or
No,
our
no,
all the nodes kind of thing, or this is
nothing,
different kind of.
no. I'll pause here. So AI is equals to maths. Everyone tell this. What is not AI, but deep learning is equals to maths, right?
Okay.
So when I say algorithm, it is maths. Okay, behind the scene, it is all about maths. We just give fancy name like ANN, CNN and all that, but few models are matrix multiplication, few are linear algebra. So behind the scene, it is all maths. Now you can ask me, I don't know that much math, how I will understand? So that is my responsibility. So in the course, I will make sure you understand the math from scratch. I will teach you. Okay. So all the deep learning generative AI models are purely math based. Is it clear to everyone? We are coding at high level. That's why we are not looking at the maths. But behind the scene, it is all about maths.
Ma'am, what are the math topics required for deep learning? Main topic.
Don't worry, I will take care. So if you want to know more like matrix multiplication, if you want to invest some time, right? And then linear algebra is not required, but this thing, derivations, right? As I said, I will teach you about derivations and everything in the class. But if you want to pre-prepare, maybe you can take a look on derivations, right? What is derivation and all that, basic concepts. But again, as I said, only module 1 will be math, rest all is application oriented. But
Limit, continuity, those things are also required, ma'am.
for generative models, not required. Maybe for AI, lot many other maths you need to learn. But for generative models, maybe I'll give you a list of maths topics if you want to prepare. But honestly, just join the course and all the maths I will take care, right? And
Actually, ma'am, I'm a college student, and what happened na, I know means if you tell in advance, right? I can refer some mathematics book.
no
So
problem.
for
So you can see this is the ANN note, right? ANN, you can see all the maths. I will derive it in front of you and I will explain you. So don't worry about maths, as I said, but while teaching, if you could not understand, maybe you can ask me future references I will give you. Like, let's say YouTube link or something where you can learn this. So this is basically, let's say derivative. So that's why I told some of the models need derivative information. Basic derivative, if you have forgotten the formulas and all, I will suggest you to just go back and learn. But otherwise, don't worry about everything. Just know Python and that's it. Rest all I will take care. So this is not, I will derive everything in the class, right? So don't worry about math. I will take care. You will understand it.
Yeah. Ma'am, one question. This is sure actually I'm automation developer. So the AI agents, what it will do, automatically do the automation itself, or also it will integrate any tool, UI path, Power Automate, it will utilize that.
So now if I tell you, then you will not understand unless you know the
Okay.
frame and how it
Okay.
works. At high level, entire web crawling I can do in 2 lines of code within 2 seconds.
Okay.
Right? So it is that much automated in today's world. Recently, I have developed one agent which can go to all the financial, SEC pages, right? Where 10K reports are present for any company. It can search 5-7 company. Me means my company and my competitors. For those, automatically every quarter, whenever there is a new report, it will automatically fetch the report and store it in Azure blob storage. So that's complete thing has been automated. So web crawling, if you just want to scroll before how we used to do web crawling, let's say this page, I'll go and then inspect and then understand, right? And then write Selenium code. So nothing to do, just paste the URL, whatever you want to basically crawl, and it will give you the body and title and rest. Sometimes you need to write manual code like beautiful of Selenium, but high level, mostly you can automate, right? So I'm not saying agents are that like very 100%. No, there are some flaws also we will discuss in the course, but lot many things are possible today, which were not possible. That's why every company is like pushing you learn AI. And they are saying learn AI from an application point of view. So if you know AI, you can actually relate in your domain what all things you can automate. Without knowing, your thinking process will be very much narrower. You will not be able to basically think only. When the idea will come, then only you will execute it, right? The idea will only not come to your mind. Like you will not even know that this can be automated in this way. So GenAI will give you that idea. Okay, this I can do in this way. Once the idea is generated, then how to execute is easy basically. So GenAI will expand your thinking process, right? And that's the reason, and it is super easy. It's not that difficult. You are just pre-trained model you're using, not writing from scratch. That's the reason I think companies are pushing to learn. Okay, so I'm running out of time. Sorry, I have to end the call here. But any question you can ask me tomorrow.
Ma'am, one last question actually, because in addition to that, actually I got to know about few things about AI, what exactly it can do. But what about the role and responsibility after completing of this course actually? I mean, because I have seen my colleagues actually, they are doing transition by doing some product management based on GNIA also. So for me actually, I need to assess myself like how exactly my career path will be after doing some transition into the JNI, because I have really no idea about what exactly JNI. So if you can give me like 2-3 lines of advice, then it will be helpful actually.
Yeah, I will tell you, I'm running out of time, so we'll discuss in detail tomorrow, where I will explain all the terms and the roles. Basically, tomorrow's class will be focused on roles. Now, like what kind of role and what is the responsibility of every role, what you can expect out after completing this course, where you stand, that also I will answer. But in short, I don't think this course is a optional course for anyone. Even if, let's say, worst case, what can happen? In worst case, let's say you did not change or transition did not happen, and wherever you are today, wherever you are after taking this course also, you will be in the same position but more powerful. Meaning what? GenAI is horizontal and vertically every domain will fit. Whatever you are, let's say one example I have given, digital marketing. One example is, let's say, DevOps. One example is data engineering. So you consider you consider GenAI as creating other human beings. You can, very simple terms. I know we are far from human being, like a lot of intelligence we have, which agents may not have. But that is the idea, right? Where we are heading. So the whole objective of generative AI is, or maybe in high level, at high level, AI is replicating human intelligence. And as a human, it's like you have maids, I don't have maid. Even if I am very expert in mopping, I have to mop myself, which will take 1 hour, right? You have mopped for 5 years. Now you hired a maid. You will sleep, you will relax, the maid will mop, but you will supervise, right? Because you are expert in mopping, so you can supervise, right? Okay, this is not done correctly, do this. So you can guide them. This is like that. So agents are like your slave. So without knowing them, you will be very much slower as compared to a person who know them, because they can automate lot many things which you cannot. You have to do manually. Even if you are expert, when you do manually, it will go slow. And a person, if it has intermediate knowledge also, with agents, it can 10x faster, it can the person can develop, and outcome matters. A person is developing the same thing in lesser time, company will value them more than you. So that is where GenAI will help you, even if it is not helping you in transitioning to AI, which is really a very tough and demanding position right now. For one single AI position, hundred thousands of applications. But still, wherever you are, digital marketer or DevOps, no role is going to be vanished. Trust me, every role will be as it is. New roles will be like evolved, meaning what? DevOps with AI knowledge. So what company is expecting you is, can you speed in the process? Like the time, can you like reduce? Automation is the goal. And people who can automate will only survive. Automation cannot be possible without agents. And that's why everywhere you can heard this term agent. Agent is just the last part of GenAI, where after knowing the entire framework, you can build a lot of agents. I know this is not 100%
Hi, Sasmitha, Jitendra here. Actually, I know like a few of the agents are already there, right? Like, for example, Copilot kind of thing. Do you mean like after learning these
No,
codes, we'll be building those type of agents?
you will be little confused, as I said, because it is very first class.
Yeah.
But ultimately, agent is nothing but, think about agent like this, a person who can think and can take decisions and also memorize. And it's very difficult to explain, but actually it is what we are trying to do. For example, you replace agent with yourself, right? Let's say you are a DevOps engineer or a digital marketer. What you are doing, how your daily task is, whatever you are doing, can that be automated? That is called agent. For example, let's say you are a web developer. Jitendra, let's say you are a web developer. What is your daily task look like? What you do every day? You design in Figma, right? First, let's say architecture diagram and everything you decide, and then front end pages you design, and then you go to VS Code and you start coding, right? But what if I tell you, you can build 5 agents who can run parallelly? One agent can run the design part, one agent can take care of some other tasks. So different tasks can be handled by different agents and they can run parallelly and or maybe sequentially and give you results. So if you're spending 5 hours, in 5 hours you can do 5 tasks. That is the power. And let's say coding, right? Front end, back end. You are expert in front end, but you don't know back end, right? Let's say you are expert in Next.js, but you don't know AI and you want to build an AI application. So you can, with the help of coding assistant today, backend, front end, everything you can build within very few minutes. And if you want, AI can also teach you whatever has been created can be taught you. So the Copilot and replicate or cursor, whatever is the coding assistant you are using, that is application of AI, right? That is one of the application. What I am saying here is different. Agent is something which is complete replica of human being. As a human, when you're writing code, if you get error, what you're doing, Jitendra, tell me. If you're writing code and get error, what you do?
Yeah, I understood, Sasmitha. Like manually, we'll be handling those errors. Like what my question was exactly, like already we have some agents, right? Like Copilot or something like ChatGPT kind of thing. So we can use that assistant. We can take that assistant and we can resolve the errors. Like inbuilt assistants are there, right? So do you mean like after learning, like after?
No, this is with respect to coding. This is very limited example. So I think it's better if you join the course and know more about agents. It's very difficult because this is the last topic and you're asking in the first class.
Okay, okay, sorry. Just myself, I need to understand like what it is,
Between
what
40
it is
hours of
recommended.
knowledge is there.
Yeah.
So directly, if I jump, 100% you will not understand. But the idea of agent is basically to replicate human, right? Whatever a software engineer is doing, can a machine has that intelligence. So nowadays you can see a lot of models as computer control. So they can create folders, they can write code, they can save, they can push it to GitHub, they can merge it to the main branch. This is with respect to coding, right? With respect to everything, for example, you want, anytime your customer is sending any email, you want to address them immediately with a template, okay, standard template. Thank you for reaching out and all that. Obviously, you have to hire a person who has to do this, right? Whenever a mail is coming, he has to reply. But now this entire thing can be automated. You have access to Outlook. The model or the LLM can go to your Outlook and check for that particular email. Whenever he is getting any email from that person, a standard template can be sent it back. Chatbots, you can see chatbots are there, right? So 24/7, they are working for you. That is one application. So lot many, I think it's very difficult to explain the last topic in the first class. As I said, please wait. In the last session, it will be very clear to you what is agent and all.
Okay, okay.
But
Okay,
today,
sure.
I think we will pause here and tomorrow we will connect to continue with the other topics. Mostly roles and responsibility we will discuss. right? And tomorrow is the last demo class, and you can confirm your enrollment. Next weekend, it will be all about software installation and platform, right? System configuration, like what all things are there and work around. If you don't have that, what is the solution, where you can go, how to enable CUDA. If you have GPU cards, if you don't have GPU cards, where you can go, how to get, what are the free options, cheaper options, everything we will discuss in the next weekend. Next to next weekend, it is full ANN, we will start deep learning, right? So thank you everyone. Let's connect tomorrow.